What is the story of the Titanic? Have you ever wondered about the story behind one of the most famous ships in history? The Titanic is not just a tale of tragedy. It is a part of Ireland's rich maritime history. The Titanic was a British ocean liner built in Belfast, Ireland, and launched on May 31, 1911. It was one of the largest and most luxurious ships of its time, designed to carry passengers across the Atlantic Ocean between Europe and North America. The ship was completed in March 1912 and began sea trials in the waters near Belfast and the Irish Sea before its first and only voyage. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set sail from Southampton, England, with about 2,240 passengers and crew aboard. After stops in Cherbourg, France, and Queenstown, now known as Cobh, Ireland, it headed toward New York City. The stop at Queenstown was the last European port, where additional passengers boarded the ship. On the night of April 14, 1912, while sailing through the North Atlantic, the Titanic struck an iceberg. The collision caused severe damage to the ship's hull, leading to flooding in several compartments. Despite being equipped with watertight bulkheads, the damage was too extensive, and the ship began to sink. The sinking unfolded over several hours, with the ship breaking apart and finally going under in the early hours of April 15, 1912. More than 1,500 people lost their lives in the disaster, making it one of the deadliest maritime tragedies in history. About 705 people survived, rescued by the nearby ship Carpathia. The Titanic's story is closely linked to Ireland, especially Belfast, where the ship was built. Today, visitors traveling in Ireland can explore Titanic Belfast, a dedicated visitor attraction that tells the story of the ship's construction, voyage, and tragic end. The museum is located on the site of the former Harland and Wolff shipyard, where the Titanic was constructed, offering a unique perspective on the ship's Irish heritage. The Titanic's legacy also includes advances in maritime safety regulations and a lasting cultural impact through books, films, and exhibitions. The wreck of the Titanic was discovered in 1985, resting about 2.5 miles below the Atlantic Ocean's surface, further fueling interest in this historic event. For travelers in Ireland, the Titanic story is not only a tale of tragedy but also a connection to the country's industrial history and maritime heritage. Visiting Titanic Belfast is a meaningful way to understand this iconic ship's full story and appreciate its place in history.